This podcast is brought to you by Stevie Wicks and by Wild Education.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So yeah. Hi everybody. I'm also a quick disclaimer first before I do my spiel. I have the problems with me today, so
Wait. There's an 80% chance that there will be problems today.
Yeah.
I would have said like 100%,
Nope,
but
nope.
okay.
97.
97.
Had to consult the other radar station.
Yeah. There will be problematic humor.
Well, that's just Mean Girls.
That's just Mean Girls.
2004 was a different time.
It
Yeah.
was. Well, my disclaimer of this is like I'm gonna say some. I'm gonna take some jabs at this movie, and I need you to understand.
And I'm gonna yell at him.
I need you to understand. I was 14 when this movie came out, so I replayed the bit where they walk down the hallway in slow motion over and over and over again.
It's funny.
Oh, that's not why I rewound it over and over.
Yeah, they're different.
Haley.
It's funny.
I'm a 14-year-old boy.
I
Okay,
mean,
we'll
now
pretend
it's
it was
funny.
because it was
But
funny.
why? Oh my god. Hi everybody. Welcome to the
It took her. She got there. It took her a while.
Oh
but
my
she got there.
god. Oh my god.
Lindsay Lohan is pretty. What can I say?
Did you say is or was?
Is. It was. Is? Continues to
I was going to say is is the correct answer, but
she went through that period of time where she was scared beyond all reason, but
well, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
cocaine is a hell of a drug. The
We love
last
you,
time
Lindsay.
I was on your show, I made these jokes. Sorry, Haley.
It's fine. So yeah, with that, hi everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Part of Your Broadway World Podcast. I got, like I said before, the problems with me, and I'm sorry for that.
At this
I
point,
looked
it's
at
your fault.
I looked at the other people on the podcast
I
and I
know it's
reminded
my
them.
fault. I keep doing it, and you guys are coming back for my birthday, my early birthday special too. So this is my fault.
It's true.
Yep,
I
that
also
is your
reminded
fault.
them it was October 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, and we're recording this on Mean Girls Day, October 3rd.
It's gonna be so fetch. It's gonna be so
I
fetch.
was gonna do the spiel of like asking you guys, like asking you what day it was, and then like do that whole spiel, but then I just like completely blanked.
I don't remember the
October 3rd.
spiel though, so that would have.
I mean, it was just.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the dialogue of the spiel. So
Isn't it just? And
Like-
then it was October 3rd, and I remembered it was October 3rd. Isn't that the
Yeah.
whole dialogue?
No, like she asked Aaron Samuels what day it was, and
October
then
3rd.
he says October 3rd, and that was like
Okay.
the whole spiel. I don't remember the whole entire spiel, but that was the gist.
Okay.
girls,
Okay. I will say, I was saying to Haley before you came in, Jake, I've discovered I don't love Tina Fey's writing. I think this movie
Yeah.
is like the exception to that.
I will agree. I will vehemently agree, and I will also say, just so people don't get the wrong idea, like there's not a hot take coming. I love Mean Girls. That's not a cat. Okay, I love Mean Girls. Now when it came out, and to be fair, I was so not the target audience for this movie. I didn't
I was.
hate it. I didn't hate it, but I was just kind of like, I don't get what the big deal is. And then I watched it as an adult, and I'm like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Tina Fey had help, unofficially or officially. She had help.
Okay.
It's clear.
So, since you guys haven't really seen the musical, I'm just gonna get my I think it works in the original. There's a lot of Tina Fey humor in this movie. Like there's so much Tina Fey humor, and it works here. But what's interesting is in the musical when she and Tim Meadows come back, and they're the worst parts of that movie because they're just saying lines from this without any of the same tone. It's like it's weird. This has that weird sardonic 2004 everything is ironic sense of humor. Um, and a lot of it has, I think, aged poorly. Like I think the joke that I think Haley is from Africa for three racist jokes, and she otherwise doesn't need to be from Africa. She's from Africa so they can do the joke at the beginning of the movie where Tina Fey mixes her up with the black girl. So they can do the joke about everyone being animals, and then there's a second joke about them confusing her with the black girl. There's two separate jokes of them confusing her with the black girl.
See, I'm going to push back on that, and I actually think it's a really good joke because it is pointing out the how do I want to say? I don't want to say racial biases, but it's pointing out the demographical expectations of the average American high school youth at the time because kind of the joke goes everybody forgets about South Africa. And everybody forgets the fact that you don't have to have been born in Africa to be from Africa.
My mom, case in point, my mom's partner, Russell, he is from South Africa, and his family, so all his family, all from South Africa, and they same skin complexion.
Well, that's the joke, right? Is that Elon Musk is the most successful African American alive today.
Yeah. And then also the joke about the joke about the gym teacher and the two Asian students.
I like the punchline, but I don't love the implication of the punchline.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys feel this way as other adults in this conversation, but I find that when I get older, watching a movie where it's a movie about 16-year-olds who just and I get it, 16-year-olds have sex, but it's just I don't know. I don't know if that's me being like that's my conservatism coming out in its rare form, being like, ooh,
I
like
think the key to getting over the because like you and I both like 10 Things I Hate About You, Justin and Haley, I
yeah, I
assume
did
if
quite
you've
enjoy
seen
that
it, you
movie.
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, I love it.
And the entire plot is about a high school senior trying to, and this is from the movie, this is not being sexist. This is about a high school senior trying to plow. Is Bianca a freshman or a sophomore? I can't remember. She's a sophomore.
I
There's a
think she's
line
a
where she
sophomore,
says,
yeah.
"I'm a sophomore." What's the line where she's like, "How can you be so stupid?" And she goes, "I'm a sophomore."
Uh, Something like that. I
Yeah.
did enjoy that movie.
The I love that movie, but the entire plot of the movie is a
Oh
senior trying
yeah,
to,
but that's where I'm like, that's me. Like when I was a teenager
Yeah.
or like a 14
but
year old watching this movie, I wouldn't have put thought to that at all.
that is the key though, is to remember that these movies were made at a time where we were a part of or close to that demographic.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
I
you had a
have
point.
I have to I have to admit something real fast though. Like Heath Ledger was like the only good part of that movie.
I vehemently disagree. Those
Oh,
are
I
fighting
do
words.
too.
The
I do
whole
too.
cast, the whole
Joseph
cast.
Gordon-Levitt is phenomenal in that movie.
Oh
And
He's
I
so
yeah,
oh, I
good.
I feel so bad because I always forget his name. Who plays Michael? That actor.
Michael. Michael is I keep to call him Vincenzo Baltavore. That's because that's his name in Taming of the Shrew. But that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt's sidekick, right? Yeah, that's Numbers.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Bernard
numbers.
from the Santa Claus. That is
You're making my point here is like he's been in a lot and
what's his name?
he's always delightful.
He's
But
always delightful. Yeah.
the best part of that movie, I've said it before, and this is he's a comedic genius. Like at the very beginning, there's that bit where Joseph Gordon-Levitt is like, "Oh, thank God, they normally send one of those audio visual geeks," and he's like, "I know what you mean." And then the other AV guy comes in, he's like, "Hey, Michael, where'd you put the slides,
Yeah.
Michael?"
I enjoyed
okay.
that
Now
movie
I take
because
it back. Now I take what I said back because
Yeah,
like that's
the
hilarious.
And
I see
actually,
I
there's two lines of his that I repeat to this day. The first one, because this is actually my favorite part of the movie, is when he almost gets hit by Cat and then he pulls out again and then the other car pulls out and he goes down the hill. The ADR director was a genius because when he hits that bump, they had him go back in and you can tell it's re-recorded because it's so much clearer, but he hits the bump and he just goes, "My balls."
Yes. Oh, it was good.
Who's that
I
lady? Who's the lead actress in that movie? I can't remember her name.
Julia Stiles?
Julia Stiles. Thank you. I love her. It's Heath
Yeah,
Ledger and
also
her are my two favorites.
Yeah, but then the other line, and this is the one that I say to this day, when they go into the bar to talk to Patrick, and Cameron picks up what I think is a mint, or there's something in a wrapper, and Michael slaps it out of his hands, and he goes, "Don't touch anything. You may get hepatitis."
yes, that's good. Solid. I will say this is gonna be the part where I shamelessly self promote because I assume this will come out after that video has come out. But I think it's on Saturday. I have my 10 things I hate about you video coming out,
Yeah.
and if you want to watch that video, I did a production of uh Taming of the Shrew where I played the Heath Ledger's character in the original play. His name was Petruchio.
Yeah.
He's got a sidekick called Grumio. I played Grumio in a play, and there's a little snippet of me playing Grumio in that video.
Oh, okay. I have to watch it now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious. So wait, would Grumio be, because I've never actually seen a production of Taming of the Shrew?
yeah.
Would Grumio be the guy with like the mohawk that's hanging out with Patrick in the beginning and in shop class?
I think so. Yeah, kind of. He's basically. I kind of. I think I ended up playing him kind of like Quasimodo. But yeah, he's basically like a little sidekick character that kisses Petruchio's ass and wipes the
Like,
floor beneath him.
Nice.
I don't know why, but when you said Grumio, I don't know why, but my brain reminded me of the horrible kid movie Nomeo, the one.
Jordan liked that movie.
Mm.
Oh, I hated it. I love
I like things that are silly. I'm a bad
I
person.
love okay. Let me defend something real quick though. I love all of Elton John's songs that were in it. I
Yeah,
hated the movie itself.
that is also fair.
That is fair. There's a handful of movies where the soundtrack is awesome, but the movie itself sucks. Um, but we're talking about Mean Girls
Yeah.
because
But
we're on the Lindsay Lohan resurgence train
I need to
Yeah.
right
do
now.
good. I need to do my music my Mean Girls musical hot take, which is I think the musical might be a better movie
Probably true.
in the sense that like the progression they change a few things here and there. Number one, although I do like it in the original, I like the fact that Janice winds up with the little Indian kid at the end. Like I like that it plays against like the angry lesbian trope.
Yeah.
But also the a woman who's clearly lesbian. All she needs is a man to save her. I could also see the criticism there. But
Mm.
in the musical, she's played by the girl who plays Moana, and the musical movie is less Katie's like story and more her movie. It's more from her perspective. So they cut out all of Katie's narration. All of the problematic jokes are gone. The coach who dates the Asian girl is gone. The racist jokes gone. Um, the bus bit, the bit where she gets hit by the bus, that actually happens off screen. So like she's singing a big song, Janice, and
Yeah.
you see it happen off screen. It does
Yeah.
It's not from Katie's perspective.
Yeah.
But the transformation of Katie from Katie to plastic is far more gradual. Like in the Lindsay Lohan version, Regina screws her over at the party, and she's pretty
Yeah.
much like, "I'm in." Whereas in the musical, it's a bit slower than that.
Yeah.
Like she's not dressing plastic quite at that point. It really isn't until Gretchen does the "You can't sit with us" bit that she really becomes full plastic. And Gretchen, they make her smarter. So she's
Yeah.
smart. That movie goes, well, there's no need for two characters who are stupid, so they make Gretchen smart. And she winds up with the Indian kid at the end, which I really quite liked. I like that change because I like that it turns out that she is also smart. Like it's little changes like that. It's also longer, so it allows you to. It's like 15 minutes longer, so it allows Regina to be a more of a character. There's a scene at the end where they actually get to like reconcile and like apologize to each other. So there's a bit more depth given to these characters, and it also doesn't have Tina Fey's sense of humor.
I
So by virtue of that, it's probably better. Although I think maybe I missed something because I know the joke and it's been a long time since I've watched Mean Girls. The name of the character who convinces Katie to become a plastic. What's her name again?
Oh, it's
Janice.
Janice.
Janice. So hang on. Like I always found the movie to say that it's not that Janice is a lesbian, it's that everybody thinks she's one.
That is the
Yeah,
joke. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. It's everyone expects her to be a lesbian
Mm.
because of how she dresses and how she acts.
Right. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, and we've talked about the whole like a lesbian just needs a man to save her bit in the context of Kevin Smith and
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
the poor girl in the audience didn't understand the concept of narrative necessity of some characters to be ignorant pricks
Well,
because
and just to be fair
they
to
have to
that
be
movie,
proven wrong.
Kevin Smith also he admitted I was a different guy in a different place in a different headspace, and I didn't know as much as I know now, and the world has changed, and
Mm.
context matters when it comes to when a movie takes place. Or
Yeah.
Sure, but I guess to your point, it doesn't help that Alyssa is technically speaking, technically speaking, Alyssa is in fact not a lesbian, even though she
Mm.
identifies as one. Because
she is technically bisexual, yes.
if she were in fact a full-fledged 100% girl-only lesbian, that movie would not happen. The
Yeah.
credits would roll significantly
Yeah.
sooner.
Kevin Smith was very much like, yeah, I didn't bisexuality wasn't really a thing back then.
I was
and if it
just gonna defend him on that. I was actually just gonna defend him because we're talking about when did that movie come out? 96?
something like that. Yeah, he was pretty
Yeah, like
progressive
early to mid 90s. Like,
for the most
don't get me
part.
wrong, bisexuality existed, but
It wasn't
not
up front.
not like it was today. I guess
Yeah.
you could say, pun intended, in at least in the mid 90s,
Yeah.
bisexuals were treated very much as fence sitters who just couldn't make up their minds.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a line of movie I saw once where it's bisexual is just a bridge on, or it's just a bridge on the way to Gay Town.
You have no idea how many comments I get of like not comments, but like comments from people from like strangers
I don't think that way,
talk
to be fair, but
like comments that strangers that I talk to in like a normal day that say the exact same thing.
yeah, look,
I'm
look,
just
man.
sitting
Which
on
comment?
the fence. Them just sitting on the fence. In my
I don't
brain,
even
like,
know. I don't even know how to like in 2025. I don't even know how to like first of all, none of your business. Second of all,
Right,
fuck off. Third of all,
right. Um,
I
but
had something to say and I completely lost it.
um,
It'll come back.
one of my favorite. I love Tim Meadows in the original. He's so good. I mean, I just love Tim Meadows. But what's interesting is so him and Tina Fey come back in the new one, and I think at the end of the original one they get together, right?
she's still the teacher,
So
right? In the new
so
one?
yeah, in the new one, she and him are back, and they are now married.
Yeah.
But they're still the same characters, and they still have all the same dialogue. So he remember how Tim Meadows broke his arm before shooting the original one, or sprained
Yeah.
his wrist or something. So he has a line about how his wrist is sprained. So in the new one, he's still wearing a cast for some reason, but there's never an explanation given for why he had a cast. So I watched that movie weeks ago. I couldn't figure out why he was wearing a cast the whole
Yeah.
movie.
So hold
Is
on. I
that
think I'm
That is
I
wild.
had no
What's
idea.
that?
I always found that very random. I must have missed that line. But
Well,
Justin, will this save the problematic joke about the teacher and students for you? Is the fact that if that little tidbit were not in the movie, Tim Meadows would not have the iconic line of what's the coach's name? I can't remember. I'm going to call him Coach Smith because I don't remember his name. It's not Coach Smith.
Yeah.
He's like, Coach Smith, step away from the young girls. And
I
it's
mean,
only funny because of how Tim Meadows says it.
Yeah.
like, what's okay with the musical? He still says all the lines he said in the original movie, but they're bad now. Like it's weird. It's like, oh man,
Yeah.
this was funny 2 weeks ago when I watched it in 2004.
It so there's probably a name for this, but I don't know what it is. Um, I would suspect that this falls victim to the phenomenon of even if you repeat something, like if you remake a movie shot by shot, it's still not better than the original because
Mm.
the original exists. And by
It's
virtue of the
true.
original existing, this is just a copy.
But I'm such a staunch. Jordan gets on my case all the time. I'm a staunch remake defender. I will defend remakes all day long. I got
If
shit
you
for suggesting people remake The Breakfast Club.
Oh no,
No,
I think you
no,
can. You
no.
no, hang on. I'm with
Yeah,
Justin, and this is going to be weird.
yeah.
This is going to be weird because you wouldn't remake it shot for shot because
No,
with
you
kids
absolutely would
today,
not.
it would not make any sense. Kids today would be like, Kids today would have no issue whatsoever with a
I'm talking
head and
like
a jock.
upgrading it
Yeah, to modern.
to modern sensibilities.
I would pay damn good money to see a
That's
Gen Z Breakfast Club. That would be
that's what I
hilarious.
said.
No, no, no,
That
no,
would
no.
be hilarious.
Don't touch the Breakfast Club. Do
No,
not
no,
touch
see,
it.
that's you wouldn't touch it.
No, you
That's
don't do
the
it the
thing.
same. You can't. That movie's so 1980s. Like I say the
Okay.
same thing about Mean
There's
Girls.
so many movies that TV that like there's so many remakes that they've ruined. I don't want them to ruin anymore.
Okay, Haley, I have an example. Hang on, this might not be a good example. I don't know if you've seen. Did you ever watch the movie She's All That?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you know that they made a remake of that movie? Which now that I think of it, I think She's All That was a remake, but it wasn't called She's All That. But regardless, they remade She's All That, but they gender swapped the protagonists, and it's called He's All That. And Tanner Buchanan from Cobra Kai is the lead
Interesting.
role. It's a very different movie, but the premise is the same.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a cute little movie. Like it's not perfect. It's a little cliche, but She's All That is cliche because it has the whole like, oh my god, she took her glasses off and she's beautiful. It's Rachel Lee Cook.
But
I
I'm
think
also for the fact for like them not making a sequel to anything either because they're doing a fourth Meet the Fockers and I'm like stop
Ooh,
That-
yeah,
that
that
is-
train
that is a
that
fair
train
point.
left this that train left the station
with
like
Ariana
25.
Grande as the fiance to their son.
Okay, never mind. I might stick around because Ariana Grande has underrated comedic timing.
she does. She does, honestly. But
Yeah.
Which
I don't.
I was ready for her to fail as Glinda just because Kristen Chenoweth just perfect 10 knocked it out of the park,
Mhm.
and I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, wow, she nailed it.
We're
Speaking of-
we're
Absolutely
discussing
nailed it.
potentially using a free pass to go watch that movie. That movie in theaters. That's how much we like
of
the first
Glinda.
one.
Just a slow pan up.
But I'm see the problem with modern remakes is they're more interested in doing solid. In doing they're really pretty looking.
Really love it. See, I just opened it and it's just like a waft in my face.
That is the goal
That's
Yeah,
because
of our
with Stevie
friends at
Wicks.
Stevie Wicks
I like
because
love this candle.
it doesn't fill the room with scent; it punches the room in the face with scent.
I know.
But with a pillow.
I shouldn't have like held it this close to my face and
Because
then
of Stevie
opened
Wicks.
it because
Look
it
at
went.
quality.
But yeah,
This just became a Stevie Wicks ad because with
yeah,
Stevie
it did.
Wicks.
I was
It
going to
did.
say, well, the sponsorship of this episode is a little one-sided,
Just-
but hey.
Just
Yeah.
became Stevie Wicks.
Yeah.
Hey, it's kosher for the plastics. It's pink.
Yeah,
But only
great.
only on Wednesdays.
It
Only on
smells
Wednesdays.
good.
Only on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I'm not against reinterpreting material. I mean, we just talked about 10 things I hate about you. That's Taming of the Shrew.
Well,
I'm
reinterpreting
against-
Shakespeare is so
Well, that's what I
cliche, like-
mean. Is
Mhm.
people have been reinterpreting stuff for so like to do a Gen Z as you put it Breakfast Club, and I would say the same. I think that's what happened with Mean Girls and and the musical is that's Gen Z Mean Girls. Like
Well, and
original-
actually, I have to. Oh, sorry, Justin. Finish your thought. I
Oh,
will.
I was gonna say original Mean Girls is millennial Mean Girls.
Yeah. Yeah. But so talking about reinterpreting things in your last interview, Haley, when you emailed, God, I'm horrible with names and I should know him. This is so sad. The Disney animator who also co-directed Mulan.
Oh,
See, when you edit this later, you'll just flash this
Yeah,
the
I'll-
thumbnail on
now,
screen a bunch.
now I'm horrible. Now I'm horrible. Oh,
It's the weirdest thing.
Tony Bancroft.
Tony Bancroft, yes. He made mention, and I wish I would have recorded if I'd known I would have recorded it, but then my reaction would have been genuine. As I was editing, and he dropped the fact that he was behind Light of the World, which
Mhm.
I had seen previews for, and I thought, wow, this is an interesting take on the gospel story. Because basically, as he described it, it's basically the story of the gospels. So basically it's the story of like the it's the passion of the Christ, but in the storytelling motif of a 90s Disney Renaissance film.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that 3D animated cartoon one?
No, it's
So there's
hand-drawn.
two. There's
They're
two.
they
There's
hand-drawn
one
it.
there's one that's being produced by Angel Studios, and that's the 3D animation
Mhm.
one. But this one, it's 2D animated, which first of all, love because I miss 2D animated films. I want more of them. I want them
Yeah.
back. It gave major like Aladdin vibes
Mhm.
in the dialogue because Jesus is dropping like Jesus is giving fist bumps and like that sounds super weird, but no, it
I'm
I
immediately
think
down.
no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's interesting because one of the biggest criticisms of all religious films is that they tend to, not all of them, but they tend to be more like sermons than movies,
Mhm.
with
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
like The Prince of Egypt being exceptions rather than the
yeah.
rule.
You're not wrong.
Um,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at
and
all.
I'm just going to go on a limb. I think this is going to be the best like
Yeah.
religious film since The Prince of
Yeah.
Egypt. And I'm super stoked to see it because I was already interested. Like I'd seen a preview online and I'm like, looks interesting. That's an interesting take. I like
That's
that.
looking
And then when he
dope.
dropped that he was behind it, I was like, oh well, now I'm seeing it
Yeah.
because I know it's going to be good. The guy brought us Mulan. It's going to be fine.
He
See,
Like
brought us Mulan. He co-directed Mulan.
that's
that's what
pretty
I'm
sweet.
saying. Like Mulan exists because
Of
Mulan,
this
as we
guy.
know it, exists because of this guy. So like we're
And
That's a
good.
solid
he
movie.
he did not like the live action Mulan either. He's like,
I mean, that's
"Eh,
because it's bad.
it's bad."
Yeah, it's quite bad.
It's quite
It's quite bad.
bad.
So here's an interesting question. This might throw some people for a loop. So do you remember this actually it couldn't have worked for Mean Girls, but we're
Mhm.
gonna play with history a bit here. Do you remember this would have been like in the mid to late 90s when they were just trying to turn everything into an animated series because animated series were money and they were basing like
Yes.
it happened with Clerks, it
Mhm.
happened
Yep.
with quite a few movies. Do you think that a Mean Girls animated series could have worked with the right production staff?
No,
Really?
Yes,
no.
and also there's no way there wasn't a CW show that they thought about.
It
That's valid.
to
There's no way
me.
there wasn't a Mean Girls CW. There's no way there wasn't a Mean Girls live action show that they shopped around. Like there's a pilot script somewhere for this.
And like, and
Yes.
I was talking to Justin too earlier, and I was gonna bring up Mean Girls 2 because there's a second Mean Girls. There's Mean
Never
Girls 1
seen
and Mean Girls 2, but Justin's never seen it.
I didn't know it existed.
I unfortunately have seen it, and it is bad.
Is this
So
like
is
so
it
this is like a Grease 2 phenomenon where it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can have your feelings about the first one. I get it. I don't like Grease, but I know a lot of people do, but like
Do
everyone agrees that Grease 2 should never have been made.
Leanne loves Grease too.
do you
Well, I
remember?
stand corrected.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen Camp Rock.
I
The
have.
blonde girl who plays that plays the ultimate. I
The
don't want
bad
to say
guy?
yeah. I don't want to say villain, but villain.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's in that, isn't she? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
plays the Katie of it all,
Yeah.
but her name isn't Katie in
So
it.
so where's this Katie from Bangladesh?
No, she's a blonde white woman. Oh,
From like America?
Yeah, she's from America. They
what is
didn't
it
What is she?
go
about?
that.
Is she from like Appalachia or something? Like what's her hook?
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, but
Is it about the girls who got hit by the bus at the end of the first one?
See, that would at least
it's
make
a
sense.
different. It's like all different. Like it's the same thing of like there's like different plastics and then different other people. So it's like
Uh,
it's like the same story but with like a different cast.
I
Okay,
recall
hang
it
on.
being straight to DVD.
We've got a synopsis here.
Oh, we've got the synopsis. I just know it was straight to DVD and it had like Disney Channel vibes.
It was on
Okay.
TV.
Yeah, Joe Mitchell attends North Shore High School in Ohio, hoping to attend Carnegie Mellon, her late mother's alma mater. On her first day, she encounters a clique called the Plastics, composed of leader Mandy Weatherly, Mitzi Chastity Meyer, and hypochondriac Hope Plotkin. Joe befriends Mandy's rival Abby Hanover, and they become embroiled in a prank war.
So it's just the first movie again.
Yeah.
Well, but it has less of a hook. Yeah, this is given major like straight to DVD vibes. However, they missed a golden opportunity. Why did you not title this film Meaner Girls?
I mean, because they had to wait 20 years and call another movie Freakier Friday instead.
See,
Which I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
loved it. I loved
I
it.
still haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna
It's
watch it
Gen
on
Z.
Disney Plus
It's
like God intended.
it's literally Gen Z Freaky Friday in the
Yeah.
best way.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's what the like one of the bits I loved in that the Mean Girls musical was like that, where it was like this is a Gen Z, and that happens. I won't
Yeah.
begrudge moments in movies where I'm like I'm too old for this,
I'm gonna
but
love it when it comes to Disney Plus because like I heard so many good things.
there's a really cool cinematography in the opening. You know me and my
Yeah.
cinematography. It starts off with they're being recorded on a cell phone, and the cell phone like the cell phone view form or aspect ratio pulls out as the aspect ratio opens up, and then the movie starts. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
that's really cool. That's and a bunch of the movie is like kids recording TikToks and shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like the our version of whispering in the hallway. Like that's how the kids gossip these days. Like when I was oh, okay, this is my question. The number one thing I remember about feeling when I was in high school about Mean Girls was high school wasn't like this. Now, I'm Canadian. You're American. Were American high schools like that?
So here's what you have to understand about millennial era high school films. They're in a sense, yes, but in a sense, it's just dialed up to 25.
Mhm.
Like there are elements of that that are I'm not even going to say accurate. Like there are hints of truth, but it's elevated to a ridiculousness.
Mhm.
Kind of like, to bring up 10 things I hate about you again. Like and they do this for laughs. It's very evident when he's going through like all the like cliques in the school. It's like and you have your cowboys like I went
We didn't have that in Canada. We didn't have clicks. Like clicks was
Oh,
not a thing in Canada.
they were absolutely clicks. But the movies dialed them up to 11. Like, yeah, we had a couple guys that would ostensibly be cowboys, but they didn't bring ropes to school and they didn't always wear their hats and they
Mhm.
weren't
Oh no,
always
I'm
wearing
wrong.
boots, but like
As
but
you're
like
saying that, I'm like, there was an anime club. Sorry.
there's
Trust
also
me.
I headed my school's first anime club. I don't know what happened to it. But actually, funny story, Justin, you'll appreciate this. This shows you how I got away with murder in my high school and completely inadvertently. I once brought an actual sword into school for a presentation and I didn't
God,
hide
the
it.
90s were wild.
No, this was in the mid 2000s. I was in high school.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is post 9/11, post
Post
Columbine.
9/11, even more wow.
That's not even the worst. So here's the thing. We had an anime club and I actually got it. I don't know that sanctioned is the right word. So the only requirement of our school to have a club was that it had to have a faculty overseer. But
Sure.
they were spotty on the rules of what that actually meant. They basically meant like you have to have a faculty member say like this is okay and I'm responsible for this. So we got the teacher that we're pretty sure just smoked weed all the time and didn't really like he was also the basketball coach, so he just didn't care.
Oh, okay. That's a series of conflicting. Anyway.
So, fun fact, I at the time happened to own a copy of the live action Battle Royale film.
Excellent piece of film.
I showed it to high school students in school.
Oh, I mean, I could tell you about my Japanese teacher who made uncomfortable jokes towards minors in retrospect. They were very funny. They were very funny when I was a minor, but
Why?
as an adult, they're problematic. Oh, so problematic.
Oh my god, just why? I'm just
Well, because Mean Girls has jokes like that too, but
Yeah, Mean
I'm
Girls
just
does
saying
have
this to
jokes like
myself.
that.
You're explaining that, and I'm just thinking to myself, why? Just why?
Okay,
Why?
one of them was he
Sensei,
kept
step
making
away from the young girls.
he kept making this joke about hard poor corn. He's like when you go on to Google, you got to make sure you're typing it out. And at the time it was hilarious. Now you understand how that. So yeah, your eyes are indicating how he was like yeah if you punch into Google you just get a bunch of farming websites. Yeah, that was the joke that he was telling to I was 16 at the time.
Now that
Okay,
we're
yeah,
on
that
this subject, oh my
I'm
god.
okay with that. Justin, you'll appreciate this story. This is completely, but this is a true story. This actually happened. I'm not going to name drop him. Actually, he won't care, but I'm still not going to name drop him because that's a shitty thing to do. But so it completely innocent. He did not do this on purpose, and I know he didn't do this on purpose because I was sitting right next to him when it happened. So we are in the 6th grade, mind you, and this is before proxy servers were a thing. Because some of you were going to say that could never happen. At that time, it could, because this would have been 1998 or 1999. So
Wild West.
we were told that we each had to pick a president to do a report on. And so and this website exists, it's just a different kind of domain. So he thinks, well, what better place to find information on the presidents than the White House's website? Not knowing that .gov was the domain and not .com.
Mhm.
Turns out whitehouse.com was it was an adult website.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
The internet was a wild place, man.
And
What is
I
it?
assume
I don't know. I don't want to know. I have so many questions. I don't want answers to any of them.
To be fair, it was
Never
not on the screen for very long, but he starts freaking out and like trying to close it. But this is 90s internet, right? So like pop-ups galore.
Oh,
And like it's not letting him close the window, and of course the speakers are on. So things start happening. Things start spinning out of
It's not
control.
my fault. I was doing the right thing. This is not my fault.
Teacher comes. He has to go to the principal's office, and we're all being interviewed because we're like being at, and this is also a time where faculty just does not understand how technology works. So they're convinced that he did this on purpose, and we're like, no, he was literally trying to,
No.
he was trying to do research on the presidents. So for a solid like 4
I bet he
years,
was.
for a solid 4 or 5 years, that was a euphemism for doing research on the presidents became a euphemism for
Um,
surfing, shall we say.
Other okay, I'll give you guys one other dirty, inappropriate joke my Japanese teacher did, and it was, "Don't ask me why I know this." Okay, but he was, "Don't ask me. You're not allowed to ask me why I know this." But he was teaching us the verb of how to say to come, and as in to come here. That yeah, and he says he's talking to to a student who is advanced and already kind of spoke Japanese, and he says, and I recognize the word, how to say to come in the other context, and they both start giggling, and I was like, oh, apparently that's the one word I know in Japanese. Again, we're all like 16, 15. Again, retro at the time, hilarious. In retrospect, not so much.
How did we get here? I'm so sorry to my audience.
High school was that was the age I was when I watched Mean Girls. That's the connection.
High school used to be a very, very, very strange place,
Well, yeah,
kids.
wait, okay, Haley, we're gonna age you. What
And
year were
suddenly
you in high school?
this is starting to mean nothing now.
Hey,
No,
say.
see that one. Oh no, wait, we were there, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Aha!
This
We
is
were
starting to
definitely.
mean nothing to me now, and like I don't deserve this anymore.
No, see, you do.
My-
You do deserve that. See, I got mine. I
My
got
gr-
mine.
my credibility is starting to.
Oh, it's not your
That's
credibility,
where-
that Sean. It's our credibility.
That's what happens when you bring the problems in.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, high
But
school.
also,
High school.
that should
High
give you
school
the
used to be a
indication
strange
of what
place.
high school was like in 2004. That's what it was like back then. Like that original movie came out 20 years ago.
It is so. It's so weird to think about because actually, I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
18.
was like a junior. I was a junior, I think. Yeah, I was sophomore or junior. No, I would have been a junior. Hang on. Around that time, late high school, late high school. Texting was not a thing.
Mhm.
It didn't. Not yet. It would become a thing.
2004. No, I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone yet. I didn't get a cell phone until I was like 17, 18. It was for my
Yeah, that
first
was same
job
here.
because my mother got tired of lending me hers. And it was like, they don't have it anymore, but you used to go to like Max and you'd buy phone time and they give you a little receipt and you punch it into your phone. And my mom was like, if you want time, you buy it for yourself. And they don't
No,
have
see,
that.
they still have prepaid here.
Oh, really? They don't here.
It's mostly just used for burner phones
Yeah.
now, but
And
it's
crime.
it's for the so Justin, you'll appreciate this story too. Sorry to deviate, but it's very funny. So
Yeah.
I used to have an employee that was probably about 10 years younger than me. So like not quite. I think it was like 7 or 8 years younger than me. So like he's younger, but he's not drastically younger. But we're driving to or from a delivery, and he's on his phone because I'm driving, and he's on and I hear like the Snapchat notifications, right? And I just tell him, I'm like, it's not what you think. Well, it's kind of what you think. So I say to him, I'm like, dude, I got a question because I didn't use Snapchat. I was too old. but, but I asked him, I was like, you cannot tell me with any like solid reason that Snapchat exists for any other reason than to send, you know, a certain type of photo of oneself to another person. And
Again, I
he
wouldn't
not
disagree with
even well, and he not even looking up from his phone, and like not even a second later just goes drugs. And I went,
that.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely fair. That's completely fair.
Oh my god.
2004.
No, this was actually much
What?
later. This was like
So wait. So Haley,
Yes.
sixteen.
where were you in 2004?
I was in first grade
You were in first grade. All right, okay.
or something like
Oh,
So
that.
I'm old.
God, I was 14. I was 14,
So old.
2004.
That means
So okay. Well, that just aged us horribly. Um,
speak for yourself. I was 16.
you were 16.
I was
Um,
driving when this movie came out.
so you were probably the same age as Lindsay Lohan,
Give or take a
right?
year, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Hillary Duff's like a couple of years older than me.
hmm I think she's a couple years older than me, but not by much. I was right in that.
But that was always my thing was I was there when Lindsay Lohan was like going through her problems. So I remember I remember like every controversy. Me and Jordan joked when we talked about Herbie. I'm sorry, Haley. You remember the this is Disney related. Remember when Herbie came out and there was the rumor about whether or not they reduced the size of her breasts on the poster?
No, I don't remember that.
No?
I didn't watch
Oh,
I
Herbie.
I was
Why
so into
would you
the
do such a thing? It's called Herbie Fully Loaded.
yeah, no, it was a thing. They felt that she was too. So in that entire movie, she wears coveralls like the whole movie for some reason.
Think you just identified the reason.
Yeah, well, two
But
reasons
yeah,
actually.
I am approximately the same age as all your favorite Disney Channel stars
Yeah, yeah,
of,
but
of
yeah. So
days past.
yeah. I think I joked about this the last time I was on Haley's podcast. But does anyone remember the time Lindsay Lohan kidnapped a kid?
Yes, and I did look up the video and I almost put it in. The only reason I didn't was because we never do that on Haley's podcast.
No, fair enough.
So it would have been it would have been very strange. And I'll be honest too, I almost did, but I felt bad.
yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. It's bad. If it were the Final Frontier, you probably would have.
Oh, if it was the Final Frontier,
Or if
that
it
would
was
have
one of
been
my videos, I
immediate
definitely would
immediate
have.
jump cut.
But yeah, no, yeah. For those of you who don't know, she went through a very bad time in the mid to late 2000s, and then got high and went to Saudi Arabia. No, I don't remember what country it was, but she just showed up at a family's house and insisted she was saving them. She apparently currently lives in Saudi Arabia, but she's doing okay. She's
Well,
doing all right.
I for one am very happy to see Lindsay Lohan getting um,
Resurgence?
well,
Yeah, I know.
resurgence, yes. The Lindsay Lohan resurgence train. And I remember when she was doing like Hallmark Christmas movies, and I'm like, oh, okay. This
Yeah,
is
she
good.
came back and she did. Yeah, her filmography is so. I did it on because of the podcast I did with Haley. That inspired me to go talk to watch all of her movies because I said I want to go watch the bad ones. And her filmography is so funny because after I think it's the Valley. I think it was
Yeah.
the Valley. Yeah, her or no, the Canyons is what it's called. It's the one she did with the porn star. Um, her career just stopped and yeah, she came back and started doing all those Hallmark movies. And I was like, you know what? Good for her.
Good for
She
you.
still do Hallmark?
I'm
kind
sure.
of. Yeah, they're well. I wouldn't call them. They're Netflix movies. Like she did one
There
called
you
like
go.
Luck of. Yeah, they're like Luck of the Irish or something related to
Yeah.
Irish.
Mhm.
That came out in 2022, and that's kind of what led to her doing Freakier Friday, um, and uh, and all those movies like that.
You know
Also,
what?
Haley, you were right. Georgia Rule was awful.
Yeah. And you know what's funny though? Because I was 6 years old in 2004 in first
Okay, six.
grade.
Okay,
And I still watched Mean Girls as a
at,
6 year
at
old.
six, at 6 year olds, you watch 6 year olds you watch Mean Girls. Okay, that's interesting. Because I
Yeah.
could see that would being a really formative movie for like a
Yeah.
preteen.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really formative for me as a teenager, but for someone going into high school, I could see that being a very formative film to show it to show like a 13, 14-year-old kid or like a
Well, and at the
12-year-old.
yeah, and at the time when I first saw Mean Girls, and granted I was an odd teenager, but the whole time I found myself thinking, I'm like, why do you care so much? Like
Yeah.
this seems like a lot of work for something with not a lot of payoff.
Mhm.
And I also came to the conclusion, like, and I still feel this way, but that's why it's funny. Everyone in this movie is terrible.
Oh yeah, they're all terrible.
Everyone in this movie is a terrible person.
I would like to give props though to not to change anything, but like I'm gonna give props to Renee Rapp for the Mean Girls
She's so good in
musical.
the new one. She's really good.
And
She gets all the best songs, like
yeah,
legit.
Is he
and
any
she
relation
was
to
in.
Anthony Rabb?
I don't think so.
I
Just a
don't
happy
know.
coincidence.
But she was in the actual musical too. She
Yes,
but
she's the originator of
and
the
she
role.
reprised her role in the Mean Girls movie musical. She was the
Like
only
that
good part of the movie. I'll just say it now.
she's so she a lot of what she does in that movie, which I love with that character in that movie is there's a song the party where she makes out with Aaron in the original. She has a song in that scene in the musical, which basically implies that the Regina George part of her is a facade,
Mhm.
which then the original movie does kind of get at the end where
Yeah,
she's hanging out with a new group of friends and like she moves on past that
yeah.
persona. But yeah, that's one of the things I liked about that movie is they humanized the character of Regina George quite a bit. Um,
See, I loved Rachel McAdams as Regina George
she's
in the
also good.
2004 original movie. I loved Renee Rapp in the musical
Oh,
much
I also,
more.
I mean, I also love, I love Lizzie Kaplan as Janice, but
Mhm.
she's got a lot of really funny lines. But
Mhm.
um, oh my God, what's her name? Oh,
I got her. I got you. I can.
I
Name
can't. I'm not gonna be
I
able to
is
got
pronounce it. It's Moana.
Alihi Kavaro.
Yeah, yeah, she's Janice, and
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about. I thought you were gonna mention someone else because the original um uh the original musical is something I can't remember. It starts. It's like Bentley something. I can't remember her name,
I
but I'll
don't
look
know
it
who
up.
plays her in the original. But I in the movie, they do a much better job of establishing that her and Katie are actually friends. Whereas in the original, it reads as though she's just using her and they're not actually friends. So when their friendship falls apart, you're like, well, why would she go to her art show? They haven't really like they don't really do a good job like of formulating that friendship. So in the musical when they break up, it's quite a I thought it was better. I think the
holy
remake is a better movie.
shit. Have you guys seen the actor that played damn it, I just had him who plays Aaron Samuels? Like, have you seen what he looks like today?
Yeah.
No, no, I have
That is
not.
a gorgeous man.
Well, I mean to be fair, he was a gorgeous man.
No, you don't understand. Imagine that, but with a beard.
Oh my.
Barrett
Solid.
Wilbert Weed. That's her name. Barrett Wilbert Weed. That's her name. That
I
played the
mean, there's a fervent love for that musical.
yeah.
I think she's definitely part of it. I know that people really love the Janice character in that musical. I thoroughly liked. And to be fair, I love the original so much, and it's just I'm in a different place in my life now than I was in 2004.
What
Oh,
you just find?
here's interesting. Did you know that initially Lindsay Lohan was cast as Regina,
I did
Oh
not
yeah,
know
I saw
that.
something about that.
but she decided to play the nice girl.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have worked.
I don't think she would have been a good Regina.
But
I
So,
agree. I agree with that because it's funny because apparently the producer said something to the effect of only a nice girl can play a mean girl, and
mm,
this ties into Star Trek too, Justin, because Spock has a line when they do the Mirror Universe episode, and he says, "As civilized men, it was easy for you to play savages, but as savages, it was impossible for them to play the role
mm.
of civilized men."
interesting. But also, I mean, Rachel McAdams is also very nice. Like post this,
I
every
love
movie
Rachel
she did
McAdams.
after this was
I love The Notebook though.
I've never seen it, and I don't think I. No, that's not true. I'm probably gonna.
I
We
I will say this much: the Notebook was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but Justin, you will hate it. There are far too many problematic elements in that movie.
I
I can tell you right
cried.
now. You
Yeah, but I
the
cried.
the ending is sad. It's the
I
backstory. I have a
cried though when they
problem with.
died together. They died together.
whoa,
What
spoilers.
better way to go?
No, I don't.
I mean, to
I,
be fair, you kind of see it coming.
You kind of see it coming.
no, I'm pretty sure I knew
she
that.
has
I mean,
she
they
has
didn't, but
dementia
you.
and
I was
yeah.
just gonna say, is it the big twist that she has dementia? I actually do know
Yeah,
the big
No,
twist.
the big twist is it's them. But I
Yeah.
mean, again, you see that coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, from the fucking beginning. Why did they CGI all the geese?
Because back then I don't think they had
Because
a
geese are
budget.
temperamental. Well, we went in different directions with
There
that.
are geese everywhere.
I mean, wait, like Canadian geese?
Yes, just regular old Canadian
I mean,
geese.
yeah,
They didn't
I
have the
could.
budget
There's,
to
they can come
There's
to my
stock
house.
footage of Canadian geese flying into a sunset somewhere that costs you 50 bucks
Surely that
tops.
movie, no way, or shit.
Fly Away Home.
I was just gonna say yes. I was just gonna say
No,
surely
Justin.
there's
I've
enough.
never even seen
There's
that movie,
enough
so I don't
B-roll
know.
on Fly Away
Justin,
Home.
there are 50 times as many geese in this shot. Like, I'm pretty sure there aren't that many Canadian geese in the entire state of Georgia. Yet they're all hanging out at this one lake. Like, it's ridiculous.
How do you
It's
know
as
what type of
many
geese
comments
there
told me,
is?
it's Canada
No.
Well,
geese.
for
They
one thing,
were.
because that's what Canadian geese look like.
Is it?
Yeah,
And plus they all say A.
they do all say A.
Fuck you.
And hey, as it turns out, they're actually remarkably chill
Fuck
animals.
you.
They
We
are.
have-
They are
we have
actually.
we have a couple of them that hang out in our parking lot. They just chill in the parking lot. You walk by them, you're like, "Hey, bro, how's it going?" Walking tall.
And he just goes, "How's it going, eh?"
How's it going, eh?
Oh,
Well, one of them I'm pretty sure is a girl, so it's "How's it going, eh?" but with a feminine voice.
Yeah, but when you get too close, they're like, "Oh, take off, you hoser."
I mean, no, there's one. It literally sits out in the middle of our parking lot, and like if a car drives by, it'll get up, just kind of casually move out of the way till the car drives by, and then goes right back to where it's sitting.
You know what it's doing, right?
It's absolutely nesting.
No, it's decoy nesting. The reason it gets up and
Oh.
walk away is to draw attention. That's what the males do. When the female is nesting, she's hidden and he stays out there. And then when something comes up,
Oh, is that
they,
why? Because I've
that's
seen
why
them
they do it.
together. She'll just disappear, and then he's just wandering around our park.
Yep, he's the decoy.
Oh my God, that makes sense. Oh, he's
See, you
displaying a
learn
whole kind of
things. You
confusing
learn
behavior.
things. And you're about to learn something else, Justin, and you'll appreciate this. You know the song that's playing at the end of Mean Girls, right before the next set of girls gets hit by the bus, like Katie's doing her like inner monologue, talking about what happened to everybody. That song that's playing.
they
Yes.
almost get hit, like if they get hit
That's
by a
true.
bus, and then like she's like just kidding, and then they almost get hit by the bus again.
I love
Yeah,
that joke.
but that song that's playing is the exact same song that plays at the end of the first Mortal Kombat film from 1995.
Really?
And there is a parallel universe somewhere where the bus, instead of the bus, Shao Kahn just comes out of the school and goes, "Weak, pathetic foes, I conquer your souls." And then Lindsay Lohan just goes, "I don't think so." And then all four of them are just like, "Plastics."
And then she speed bags him in the nuts. That's
Exactly.
phenomenal. Yeah. No, I was another thing I liked about the
Ruining
musical.
my life.
One thing I did like about the Mean Girls musical movie is you actually do get to see Regina George get hit by the bus and she ragdolls. And it's really
Nice.
funny. It's real. It's really
But
funny.
what's so funny about that scene, though, I'll say this: it's Ali Kavara is like right here, and it's happening way behind her, and like you just see her right here, and then you could just like in the corner of your eye, just see the bus like totally nail her.
Justin, why does that gag give me the same? Wow, I completely lost it. Don't get old, kids. Oh, why does that gag with the bus give me the exact same vibes of like in Easy A when they talk about how Bran runs off with the big hulking black guy? That's a line from the movie, not me saying it. And then she just goes, "My apologies to Mark Twain."
and and then what's also so funny about that, like that they don't run to her. All they do is turn around and just stare at
Oh
her
yeah.
laying there.
Oh, that's
Oh, so is that I forgot about this gag when somebody was like, "Who here feels that they've been?" Tina Fey's asking the school assembly. She's like, "Who here feels that they've been personally bullied by Regina George?" And everybody raises their hand. And then it cuts to Tim Meadows, and he's just like,
it was
With his
funny.
cast on, he's like,
"Yeah,
What a funny Tina Fey moment in the new movie is in the original she doesn't do the trust fall. Like Tina Fey doesn't do the trust fall. So clearly someone gave her absolute, or people have been giving her shit about that for like 20 years because in the new movie, she absolutely does a trust fall and Tina Fey looks nervous. The shot, she falls and like the look on her face looks like she didn't think they were going to catch her and it looks genuine. It's the funniest thing.
oh my god. There's this one thing it just popped in my head. Sorry. That's just me. But there's this one scene that's so fucking funny. The gym teacher that does like the sex ed, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Don't have sex; it'll kill you."
Yes, and then yes, the joke is then that he's well, they never say that he says that he's making out with the Asian girls, but
Yeah.
it's
oh
2004.
wow." Did you know that Amanda Seyfried was supposed to play Katie
I feel
originally?
like that I did know. I feel
I
like that
think
I
I
did
did
know.
know that.
I did know that. See, my favorite Amanda Seyfried movie is Chloe, and you're gonna have to Google to find out why that is.
I seen one. Fun fact. I love this stuff. The skirts for the Christmas talent show are made of plastic.
Oh, that was another thing that's problematic. My favorite. Okay, who okayed that performance? Who okayed that? I when I was in high school in 2006, there was a girl in my class who got like reamed out for wearing something half as revealing as the stuff they're wearing in that performance. Who said that was okay?
Because it's
That
a
is,
fictional high school.
I was going to say that's another, again, going back to 10 Things I Hate About You. Um, all of the popular girls' dress codes would have been a violation of at least my high school.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
What
think
what
it does vary. Like, to be fair, I think that probably would. You'd get some leniency in places like California and Florida where it's
cancel
just
cancel.
significantly hotter.
Mm.
But like you were not allowed to wear anything without sleeves in my high school. That
Oh yeah,
was
there was a
like,
girl. She was like it was slightly low cut, and I
but
remember walking past her
before
giving.
before any of you say that's sexist, that rule applied to the guys too. If you
Mm.
came to school in a tank top, you were told put on a shirt, change, or go home.
Bro,
Mm.
you got that cleavage is all out there, bro.
Um, at my middle school and high school, like if the boys' pants were too low, they would go to be sent into the principal's office with zip
Yep,
ties, and they would zip tie him up.
Really?
it's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like that actually.
To be
Yeah,
fair, you guys are
it's
from
too
like
much.
the Midwest, right?
This is true. Yeah, it's too much side boob, bro. Got to get
Yeah,
those
yeah.
sleeves.
Like it was just yeah, you guys are from like the Midwest of America, so that does make a certain amount of sense.
Like, but it's just so funny because they would literally zip tie so then they wouldn't fall down anymore.
If those
That
pants
is
get any lower,
hilarious.
they're gonna be close to Satan. Gotta get those pants up there, get them closer to God.
We used to joke it. This was more of a middle school dance joke, but we used to joke because all middle school dances start like this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we
That's the
always used to
joke. Is
make
if
the
you
joke. You have to
it's
leave room for
God's
the Holy
distance.
Spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
exactly.
leave room
Leave
for
room for the
Holy
Lord.
Spirit.
Yeah. Gotta leave room for the Lord.
In Langley, British Columbia, lives one of Western Canada's best kept secrets. We are Wild Education, Western Canada's largest reptile and small exotic animal rescue. And right now, we're launching our most urgent fundraiser ever.
Less than 1 year ago, we opened the doors to our brand new education center, a space we poured all of our savings into building. But due to changes in land development, we found out we only have 9 months to find a new place and move out. This will be the third time in 5 years we've been forced to relocate, and this time, we simply don't have the funds to do it again.
Unlike traditional rescues with puppies and kittens, reptiles don't get the same level of support. But our animals need it just as much because they don't have anywhere else to go. That's why we're asking for your help now.
Last year alone, we took in 153 animals, including reptiles, amphibians, and furry exotics like chinchillas, sugar gliders, ferrets, and even hedgehogs. Many came to us sick, injured, abandoned, or surrendered by families who could no longer care for them due to the rising cost of living.
One of those animals was Gary, a serval who couldn't find a home anywhere else in BC after his family broke apart. No one else could take him in, but we did. Because oftentimes, we are the last resort.
We are currently also home to 12 rescued sulcata tortoises, some weighing over 120 pounds. But we know more will come in this year, who need lots of space, warmth, and lifelong care. Wild Education isn't just a rescue, it's a mission. Our entire rescue is funded by our education program. This program travels to schools and other events to help teach about the natural history, conservation, and responsible ownership of these amazing animals. We give people the knowledge to hopefully prevent animals from ending up in our rescue in the first place.
But now, more than ever, the future of Wild Education, its current animals, its future animals depends on your support. We know it's a lot, but we're trying to raise $1 million to buy a permanent property. A forever home where we'll never have to move again, and where our animals can finally be safe for good.
So if you've ever wanted to make a big difference in the life of something a little different, this is your moment. Please visit www.wildeducation.ca to donate or click on the GoFundMe link. We need your help to save Wild Education so we can keep saving them.
Do you guys remember there used to what was the show? It was like an MTV show where they'd go to like these big prom things. Once Upon a Prom, I think it was called.
The only one I remember that sounds. I remember My Super Sweet 16.
Yeah, it was a similar show, but it was for
Oh,
proms.
okay, no, I do
And there
not.
was one that Taylor Swift went to.
Oh,
I was
okay. That really?
Yep, I was there.
Wait, like you've met Taylor Swift?
No, I did not meet her, but I was in the same room at a close distance away from her.
Really?
Yeah.
Random.
Happy for
Oh,
her.
it gets better. That prom took place in Alabama, and the prom was okay. Don't take this the wrong way because I will explain. But it
My
was
own
a
grandpa?
no, it was a segregated prom.
Okay.
But
I mean,
no,
I'm not looking at
this is
cancel today, Jay.
hang on. I will explain. This was not mandated to be separated. It
That's
just
even worse.
happened. It happened to be
that?
it just happened to be that way because there were two very distinct musical preferences. You can do what you want to with that information. Now, I went to
Fair.
both, and me being from, the Hoosier state, I saw that and I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, wow, like you guys don't even get the joke that's happening here.
You don't understand why this is funny.
You don't understand why this is hilarious.
I mean, to be fair, it's Alabama. They don't have the greatest sense of humor down there.
It depends on what joke you're telling, but yeah,
That's fair. No, that is true.
in that particular instance, yeah, I'm just dying. I'm losing my collective shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. So it was like, yeah, it was funny because I saw some video on YouTube where like a major news outlet was talking about like, remember that time Taylor Swift went to a random prom? And I'm like, holy shit, I was there.
I was there for that. I do remember that. How could you forget it?
And all this time when like you mentioned it, I was thinking about the Family Guy episode where Taylor Swift went to the prom with Chris Griffin.
Hey, Jake's like, I did that. That happened to me once.
I was there.
I was there. I was there when she did that. She sang. She probably didn't sing it. No, did she sing a song?
She did not. She did not sing a song.
She was not contractually obligated to sing a song.
No, no.
That's pretty funny though. No, I cannot.
She did have a date though. The guy won a contest. So
Oh, all right. Oh, so that's definitely that Family Guy episode's definitely making fun of that then.
oh for sure. But that was a
Yeah.
show that they did. I think it was called Once Upon a Prom.
Oh, interesting. I don't.
And then she ended up
Familiar.
making a song about Chris Griffin and how he's fat.
She did. She did do that. I don't watch it. I was trying to describe to Jordan surreal life, the surreal life. He had never heard of the surreal life or the real world.
The Real World OG, which also has a cameo appearance in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes, that's
It's
why I
like-
was trying to explain to him.
It's like a circle.
Really?
I was like,
Yeah.
that movie was the most 1999 movie in existence.
Complete
it
with
blew
a
my-
bare naked ladies intro
It opens
song.
with a 1 week needle drop, which blew my mind because I thought that 1 week came out in 2000. I did not realize
Yeah.
that song
Nope.
came out in 1998. I didn't realize it
Yep.
was pre 2000.
It
I
was
had no clue.
everywhere.
Jordan guessed he was like 1996. I was like, wow. I for sure it's like it was like when it showed up at Digimon. He's like, it has to be old enough to be recognizable. So it had. To, I was
Wait.
like, that's-
Wait. Did you say Digimon?
Yeah, it's in the Digimon movie.
What?
Yeah,
One
it's-
week is in the Digimon movie?
Oh yeah, the Digimon movie soundtrack is one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. It has All My Best Friends Are Metalheads by Less Than Jake. It's got 1 week by the Bare Naked Ladies. It's got Kids in America by Len. It's legit good.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can tie us back in.
That was 2001, which is the early 2000s.
Oh, okay. I got this. So, one of my favorite things about watching older movies like this is it's also one of the reasons I love How I Met Your Mother is because these movies are time capsules. Because 10 Things I Hate About You, nobody has a cell phone. And in
No.
Mean Girls, they have cell phones, but they're like the old school. Or
Yep.
do they even have cell? Yeah, they have like flip
Yep.
phones.
They have cell phones,
Like
yeah.
maybe somebody has a sidekick, which I don't even think that was around yet then.
Mhm.
But the reason I love How I Met Your Mother, because this ties into it, is because How I Met Your Mother goes from 2007 to 2019. No,
Yeah, it sounds about right.
that's not right.
That sounds right.
Yeah, 9 years. So whatever that. No, it starts in 2005 and
Really?
goes to, yeah, I think. But anyway, it starts in the mid 2000s and goes into the 2010s, is the gist of it.
Yeah.
The best part is the show starts with flip phones and they still have a home phone. Like they still have a landline in their apartment, and it ends with iPhones. And it's
Friends
awesome.
is like that too. Where like they at the beginning of it they're using Walkmans, and then by like the end of it they got cell phones, and then they got a landline. An episode involves retrieving a voice message off of a voice machine. That's how old.
Like with the tape.
Yeah, with the tape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's yeah.
God, if you're a millennial and you want to feel old, I watched I listened to a video today about 21 old technologies that were better than what we have now, and I gotta say, I did not disagree with the list, but fuck, you will feel old.
I mean,
Some like, wow, I used these things.
this is gonna make Haley. Remember when the TV Guide had its own television channel?
It still does.
Does it
technically.
really?
Yeah,
I
it still
mean-
exists. Nobody uses it. But
Nobody uses
It
it.
still
Why would you use
exists.
it? To be fair, who watches cable?
old people, like my
Old
parents, still
people.
watch cable, but even they just use the guide. You watch
Really?
cable?
You watch cable?
We've had this conversation before.
Well, I'm old. I forgot.
But do you watch cable live or do you like
Yes.
PVR it? Really?
No, I watch it live like a normal person.
I never
Well,
watched cable
Haley, I
live.
have news for you. You're not a normal person anymore.
Fuck you.
My mother Before my mother hated commercials. Me and my mother hated commercials so much that I trained her to pre-record her stuff so it would record on tape, and then she'd just watch it back on tape and then fast forward through the commercials.
No.
That's what the 90s and 2000s were like pre PVR. Like I never watched commercials. I would just pre-record my television.
No normal person my ass. How you?
Justin, I think a fun podcast idea one day would be to go through all like the 90s tech, but it wouldn't so much be a podcast as it would be a video series, but just go and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this thing. Let's use it. Let's show the people how."
That'd be pretty
Because
sick.
to this day, you can still hook a VCR up to it. So you could theoretically record a
You can.
streaming movie onto a VCR tape. This
You
is a
yeah.
thing that you can do.
You absolutely can. Yeah. Yeah. Most VCRs are compatible with smart TVs. It's weird.
Sure, all you need is a coax cable
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or
Or
RCA
RCA.
connection.
All the Gen Z kids went. What are those words? I don't know any of them. Nobody
That
is
was back
gabbing.
that was back when everything needed to be color coded so you didn't put
Nobody
the
is
wrong
saying
thing in the wrong hole.
See,
they're not saying skibbity toilet enough, or you plug into the wrong one. You're like, why is there picture but no sound? Why is there picture but no sound?
but I mean, I have my idea for my podcast doing like a video, like just like if I'm out and I see something remotely musical theater related, I would do like a vlog about it.
I think that is a phenomenal idea.
I need to see more local theater. There was a
Yeah.
promotion for Shrek the Musical, and I regret not watching it
Mhm.
because Shrek the Musical is amazing.
Even if I go out to a musical this season, I might film it. Like
I think you should.
I saw some that you were promoting in one of your shorts that I went, I have questions. I have questions about these musicals.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff coming apparently this season. But Mean Girls.
See, I still want Haley to do the episode where we talk about Jesus Christ Superstar that will get me canceled.
Well, I mean, Cynthia Erivo kind of already did that, didn't she?
That's true. Get what I mean. What
I mean, I
the
guess
we're doing
not,
it in the
'cause-
spring. Calm down.
no, I that's gonna cue a Jesus movie related episode where me and Jordan attempt to not get canceled, and I watch Passion of the Christ.
So, okay, hot take. Passion of the Christ is actually not, I mean, it's actually a pretty good movie, but for reasons that people don't often think about. I like it because Mel Gibson actually had the stones to do the entire movie in foreign languages. And I thought that
That
was
is
very brave at the time. It's not super weird now, but at the time, a major theatrical release to a evangelical Christian audience that was not in English and Jesus didn't sound like he was from Texas.
you're not
That
wrong.
was ballsy.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, I've seen parts of it, and I've always been fat. I've never sat through it, and I'm like, I need a reason to, and the show is always a reason to.
It's not bad, and this is going to be a hot take too. The only thing that's bad about it is the fact that it's not gratuitous to for the sake of being gratuitous. But I must say, and I am no expert, but were he to have been beaten that badly, he would have died long before he was nailed to the cross. Because human beings do not have that much blood inside their bodies, much less being forced to walk however long it was carrying a giant stick for in the desert for
I
you
mean, the
know
man took creative liberties. Mean
yeah
Girl.
there
I would
Mean
like to
Girls.
start my spiel about how Agornia Rice is terrible.
Go
Who's
for it.
that? Go
Who's
for
that?
it. Who's that?
The one that
Who?
played Katie in the movie musical.
Ooh,
Oh
I
yeah,
disagree.
she was the trickling shits, but I don't know who that is.
I disagree.
I hate
disagree.
she had no emotion. She like when she sang "Stupid with Love," it was stupid.
To
with
be
no love.
fair,
Was it like a Taylor Swift song?
Like
not really. Kind
Was
of.
it no emotion or the same emotion? Because that would make it a Taylor Swift song.
like it was like she was talking through it.
To be
So it
fair,
was a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
to be fair, I've never seen the original musical. And everything I like about the movie is all cinematic storytelling, like cinematic language. So like, yeah, I like the how everything with her is much slower than Lindsay Lohan
Mhm.
and much more deliberate and much more subtle. But if you're a big fan of the original, nobody likes the person who takes over from the original if they love the
Like,
original. It's just how these things work.
like it's like and like she was strict like I don't know how to put this, but like her facial expressions, it's like she was dead.
So when you say you hate her as in compared to the original actor on in the Broadway musical, not as compared to the
Yes,
Lindsay Lohan version of the
yes,
character.
yes.
Gotcha. Do you see the
Erica Henning,
musical?
Erica Henning is my savior of Mean Girls musical.
All right. So
Like,
do you see the musical as being like an entirely separate thing from the original?
yes, yes,
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
yes,
Okay, fair enough. That's totally fair. I can
yes.
see why you would say that.
Um, yeah, Erica Henning, she's my favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Lindsay Lohan in the first one, but Erica Henning is like my top number one
Interesting. I mean, it's
because
just an entirely different character in the original one, so
yeah,
it's not really the same thing.
yeah,
But yeah, I really I like both of them. I love both of those movies. I will always have a soft spot in my heart for that original Mean Girls. Like I just always will. Just
Well, it was the trendsetter. It was the one. It was the first.
yeah.
that's what I was saying to Haley. That stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never gonna happen. I use that joke all the time, but I swap out the word fetch with other things. So we talked about Easy A. I constantly
Yes.
call Stanley Tucci the Tooch. And I'm like, the Tooch is good and everything. And I keep trying to make it land on our show, and I refuse to give it up. And
I mean,
Jordan won't go for it any single time. He's basically like, stop trying to
Oh,
make the Tooch happen. It's never gonna happen.
I call him the Tooch
I
too.
was
It's
gonna
the
say I
So
Tooch.
went for it. I went for it the first time. I'm like the touche. I
It's
like
the
that.
Tooch. He's
yeah,
the Tooch. The Tooch is good in it. He's not bad in a single thing. I dare
yes.
you to
He's
name
not.
one
But
bad Stanley Tucci performance.
what I was bringing up too with Justin was like after he said the thing about fetch, I was like, and I love how uh Regina's like having none of it. She's like, stop making fetch happen. It's never going to happen.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with when you do remakes and stuff. Yeah, whenever you're trying to do the original version of the line, the original is always better. So
Yeah.
that the um what's her face? The
Although
Rachel McAdams, the way
yeah,
she does it is iconic.
I will say
Stop
though
making
that
fetch up. It's never gonna happen. It's so good.
like although I will say I love Renee Rapp as
She is
Regina.
really good.
Also, I love her as
I mean, oh, I forget the actress who plays. They cut out the bit in the musical of her, at the assembly when she does the trust fall. They cut out the
mm,
bit of her being like, "I'm sorry that I'm better than everybody else,"
mm,
and where she falls and nobody catches her, like that stuff like that. That's great shit in the original one. The
mm.
girl who plays, I forget the girl who plays Gretchen in the original. Gretchen, right?
I always
I always confuse the Amanda Seyfried character. Karen,
speak
she's Karen.
speaking of quoting the musical though, I don't know why I do this, but I quote the girl that Damien yells like she doesn't even go here. I
Yeah,
quote
she
that
doesn't
girl.
even go here. Oh my God. Again, great shit.
So
I
Great
quote
shit.
hang on.
her. I quote her though. I
I
just
have
want to get
to.
one.
I have to
Doesn't
share with the
even.
group. Did you guys know that there was a burn book app?
What?
No.
I'm currently downloading it right now. Apparently, it is an app that will roast you. So
Really? Really?
yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Oh
Here we
God.
go.
Oh God.
Who's getting burned? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, it crashed. Hang on.
How does it roast you? Do you have to give it your
The
information?
burn book
Okay. Okay.
roasted him by
Jeez.
crushing.
Okay. So who's getting burned? Oh, well, it keeps crashing.
Who's
It's
getting
being
burned
bad.
on?
The book's burning you by crashing.
Yeah, hang on. I actually want to try this. This could be very fun.
I'm
But
guessing it
I'm
has
just
to do
gonna.
with that new movie.
No, I think it's an independent because I mean clearly it's not made by a master developer. It doesn't even work. But while we're waiting for this, so yeah, I looked up. Apparently, burn books became a thing briefly. So
Really?
much so that
Yeah.
certain school. Well, it's the Death Note effect too, which you could probably more
Yeah.
accurately call it the burn book effect because Mean Girls was first. But yeah, there were copycats.
Was
Death
it?
Note's another good musical though too. Death Note.
The Death Note is a good musical.
I've
There's
heard it
Jeremy,
is.
Jeremy. If you're a fan of Jeremy Jordan,
I love Jeremy
um,
Jordan.
he did the what's it called? The
Him
demo.
him and Floyd Collins was amazing.
Wait, there
Fair
were
enough.
Americans in this musical?
Well,
Yeah.
they eventually, they initially it was a Japanese musical, and they were going to bring it to New York, the Death Note musical. They were going to bring it to New York as a Broadway musical, and they did a demo, a series of demos of a few of the songs, and Jeremy Jordan
Mm.
does the demos, and I think he plays both L and Light. And then eventually it came to English in Britain, so they did it in
Yeah.
Britain, but it's never been to America officially.
No,
Did
it came to
did
Broadway
they
for a little bit.
did they not learn their lesson from the Netflix adaptation?
No, no, honestly, the musical's quite good. There's quite a good
Yeah.
duet between L and Light that is in my MP3 play. It's actually quite good. It's
Okay.
like it's not bad. It doesn't fundamentally misunderstand the
Mm,
entire. Number one, the musical is made in Japan by the people who make the show.
My favorite
Um,
song, my favorite song is They're Only Human. That's my favorite song of the whole musical.
my favorite one from that musical is His Game,
Mm.
the one where they're playing tennis. It's really good.
Okay, I've gotten it to work, so I'm gonna roast myself first.
But yeah, they
Roasting.
did a British one. It's good. I want them to do a pro shot of that. I think they are of the speaking of Netflix, of the Stranger Things play. I want to see
I'm
it.
still waiting. I'm still so excited about the Hades Town pro shot. I'm going to see this.
Oh, there's a
So-
Hades
so-
Town pro shot?
There's going to be. And
That's
they already
so-
filmed it in London
That's pretty standout. I'm pretty
with
excited about that.
with all the original Broadway
I've
cast.
always wanted to watch with the original bro. Ooh, with
Yeah.
Art Carney. Ooh,
Yeah, with Reeve Carney.
not Art Carney. Reeve Carney.
Yeah, Reeve
Reeve Carney
Carney.
is the best part about
Eva
Spider-Man.
Novazada, Patrick Page, everyone. Andre DeShields, everyone.
Oh, ooh, Patrick Page. Wow, that's funny that Reeve Carney and Patrick Page did both Spider-Man and Hades Town together.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Any chance I have to put footage of the Spider-Man musical in my videos, I do because it's hilarious and terrible.
I don't know if you knew this, Justin, but Reeve Carney and Eva Novazada are engaged.
I did not know that.
They've been dating for years and now they're engaged.
Wait, no, maybe I did know that.
You did, yeah.
Well, if I didn't, I now know it because you told me.
Yep. And
That
that
knowing is half
ring-
the battle.
I hate to say,
We're-
I hate to.
We're
to-
vamping while Jake makes this app work.
I,
It's not working.
and I hate to.
Oh,
say,
hang on,
like,
hang on. We have a
What?
website now.
oh,
Okay, let's try this.
And I
Okay,
hate I hate to make it about the ring, but like the ring is huge.
Is it
What ring?
the ring
Eva
that
Novazada's ring.
that Reeve Carney got her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one requires a photo, so hang. Take a selfie, as the kids say.
Yeah. The best song in that Spider-Man musical is "Rise Above."
I've never
It's-
seen it,
it's-
so
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it and I've learned about it, and it's a wild story. But it's
But-
it's basically
but
just a
I-
U2 album, U2 song, but it's really good.
but I heard a Patrick Page as the Green Goblin is really good.
Yeah, go if
Okay.
just full bore recommendation. Go look up "Freak Like Me,"
Mhm.
performance from the Letterman show. It's amazing. It's terrible. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not overselling it. It's bad, but it's hilarious. It's amazing.
He's
Yeah, this-
another bucket list.
This app is not working.
No.
I apologize, everyone.
It's
No, he
fine.
set it. He set it up. I'm not a good roast guy. I was going. One of us should roast you. I was like, I'm not good at that. I can't do
I'm
that.
not good at
I can't
that.
back that up.
This app is performs so poorly, it must be run by the federal government. Because it's shut down.
son.
This isn't a microphone, but
Topical. Date this
I swear to
episode
God, if you
immediately.
broke your phone by doing that, I swear to God.
no, this is a Roku remote. They're virtually indestructible.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it looked like a phone from the side, so I thought it was your phone. I was like, you broke your phone. I swear to God.
If it was a Nokia, there would be no danger other than to the floor.
Oh,
Dated reference.
That's what today's been all about. It's been about the 2000s references. That's how we do. That's what we do here
This
in
burn book app
2004.
This burn book app must be fetch because it's never gonna happen.
Never. Hey, we all made fetch happen.
they should make an app like that, but for like the Mean Girls.
I mean, it exists. It just if only
It's
it
called-
worked.
It exists. It's
But
called
like,
Twitter.
but like it looks like the actual burn book.
Yeah, but today's anti-bullying culture will never let that happen because people are
Yeah.
too afraid to tell jokes. Even
Yeah.
like, but roasts are a thing. Like
Yeah.
people literally go online and like roast me, bro. And but
I'd be
bullying's a
fair.
problem.
Remember, like
Don't get roast. I've never liked roast.
I love roast, dude. One of my goals is
I
I want, and actually now this might with the podcast network, this might actually happen. I would love to be roasted one day.
like
Yeah, I'm just
well,
not good at it.
wasn't it a thing?
Could always
where-
do the Andy Samberg and get up there and be like, such a great friend, roasted.
Roasted.
Wasn't
It's
the
the
thing
only
where
time I found Andy Samberg funny, by the way. But sorry, Haley.
I didn't find him funny ever.
Only that roast
Ooh.
where he's just like gonna turn it on its head.
I've never
Uh,
found him funny.
He's
I
not.
do,
Say
but
it.
I'm like my sense of humor is the notice weird and unusual thing, point out weird and unusual thing, laugh at weird and unusual thing. That's my style of sense of humor. So we just
Same with Jimmy
align.
Kimmel, though. I've never found him funny either.
Jimmy Kimmel has
Oh.
never found Jimmy Kimmel funny.
You know what I thought about after the word I was looking for was edgy. Jimmy Kimmel had edge, even though he was on
didn't.
ABC.
He had nothing. He had nothing.
When?
Even though he was an ABC Family. Back when he was back in 2007, 20
He
years
had
ago.
nothing.
I was a supporter and a fan of his. We talked about this on Average Intelligence, but I was a fan of his. Like I'm fucking Matt Damon. I'm fucking Ben Affleck. The Matt Damon joke, like 2007, 2008. I did enjoy occasional moments from it, but like on YouTube, I've never watched an
No.
entire episode of Late Night in my life, so I can't
No.
commit that hard. But I have found him funny in the past.
No.
Speaking of Haley, have you YouTubed Craig Ferguson yet?
Not yet. I need
You
to.
should.
I keep forgetting.
He's absolutely delightful.
Gotta get the Jeff, the skeleton,
Jeff.
and Secretariat. That the name of the horse?
Secretariat. Yep. the
Secretariat,
horse.
yeah.
Yep.
Haha, references.
I will after this. I will after this podcast.
You'll enjoy it. And I also what was it was Beth. Beth was the producer's name. The producer's name.
I don't. It was a
That
show I
he
used
always
to
got in
watch.
trouble with.
I used to work till 2:30 a.m. in the morning, so it was like the only thing that was on TV. So that's the only
Yeah,
reason why
because
I
didn't
never
it
watched
come? It came
Yeah.
on at midnight, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
It
late
was-
the late show. Yeah.
Yep.
I just
Very
find it
good.
funny. I just find, and then we'll get back to Mean Girls. But I just find it funny that like everyone had like a bitch fest, and then like Disney caved and was like, "Fine, we'll bring them back."
Told you.
I
It happened
mean,
faster than even I thought.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the thing I
it
pointed
did.
out,
It happened
I
very
said
fast.
this. I said this to you in private, Haley. I said the irony is that all these people that are like up in arms about Jimmy Kimmel being suspended because he was never actually fired. I would like to remind
Yeah.
everybody he was suspended. Is
Yeah.
none of you motherfuckers have ever watched an episode of Jimmy Kimmel's late night show. Not a one of you.
Are you telling
this
me you're
isn't
staying
about
up at
free
11:30 on a Tuesday night to watch Kimmel? No.
In
Let's just be
2025.
Let's just be real. This isn't about free speech. It's about hate speech, and that's what he did.
Ooh.
I miss
Oh, that's what
As
a lot
someone
of
who
people
has
think anyway.
seen
That's what some
actual
people
hate
think.
speech,
Yes.
um,
Well, but
no.
even then, hate, at least in America, you can shut that shit down in Canada. But in America,
yeah, you can't.
hate
shut that shit
speech
down
is
in
still
Canada.
hate speech is still protected speech.
Yeah.
You can
Now,
disagree
the
with what they
FCC
say,
can
but
tell you to fuck off, but
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't slight nearly enough people from a certain part of the Middle East enough for it to be hate speech. It wasn't enough like Twitter for it to be
There
hate
was
speech.
A quote I
It
saw
wasn't
somewhere.
Nick Fuentes enough.
There was a quote somewhere I saw. It said like, free speech. Free speech does not protect you from hate speech.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
your country, it does. Unfortunately, your country, your First Amendment means that you could more or less say whatever you want, and then people can say that you can't, and then you could take them to court and be like, but actually, I have a First Amendment right to say that. We don't have a First Amendment.
Only the government.
Not in like you, not in your job. No, you can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say your employer can absolutely fire you for saying
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but can't you
Yeah.
like sue them for being discriminatory? Can't you make
No.
it
No,
mucky for them?
because the first, well, it depends if you have to prove that it was in fact discriminatory. But for example, like this is something you'll understand, Justin. Candace Owens was let go from the Daily Wire because, and Ben Shapiro probably put it the finest way he could. He was like, your employer is under no obligation to tolerate your beliefs and speech, no matter how ridiculous or non-ridiculous they may be. He's like, as a media entity, we have, like an editorial platform. And I am not going to pay people to be on that platform that speak out against said platform. He's like, now I'm not saying that she should be deplatformed. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be able to say those things, but I'm not going to pay her to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I could see. With what she's implying, I could see why he would.
It would be
Anyway.
like a vegetarian working at Chick-fil-A
Yeah,
and
yeah.
picketing when he or she or they are on
True.
break.
True. Yeah, we have a very clear no solicitation policy at work, so I
That's
get it.
quite example there, Jake.
I mean, because first of all, she's going to distract he or she or that whoever it may be is also going to be distracting from the cows that are picketing to eat more chicken. And
Yeah.
then, they're going to be out there saying, eat no chicken. And then the cows are going to be like, the fuck, bro? Like,
But like, also, yeah, I don't have freedom of speech up here, so like, I got freedom of expression. I can say pretty
Oh,
much what
same.
I've never felt threatened that I couldn't say what I wanted about a thing.
well,
Well,
because
unless that thing
fortunately,
is criticizing other people on the left, then you're a
then you're,
violent extremist. Even
if
though
only they,
technically you're proven right a week
Oh.
later when they relaunched the Unfuck America tour. Oops. Did I do that? Did I say that out loud? Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
my god, I'm gonna
Oh
lose
God,
so many followers now.
Violent
Hey,
extremist again.
watch out for buses.
Oh, look at him put on that bulletproof vest. So
Wow.
performative.
You went right there. You went like so far.
Hey, they all deserve it. They're all part of a big show, and they all deserve it.
Bro, I'm gonna lose so many followers because
They deserve the verbal
No, it's
tongue
a
lashing,
different it. Different it.
Yeah,
I
different it.
understood the it.
Yeah, they deserve the roasting. Them I will roast because
yeah.
yeah.
And what I
It
mean,
as in a
girls.
verbal tongue lashing, not getting
Yeah.
hit by a bus.
All right, well, Mean Girls. Any final things? Because we've been going a while.
Look both ways when you cross the street, children. That's
Yes,
That's
look
not
both
a Mean
ways.
Girls thing. That's just an everyday thing.
buses are on the road, and had they looked both ways,
Hey, speaking as someone who got hit by a car when he crossed the street once, I can say you should always look both ways when you cross the street.
Well,
were
did
you
you?
following a chicken?
I was not. I was on my way to buy deodorant.
Valid, but you should still look both ways.
And I'm pretty sure the guy who drove me to the hospital was doing drugs in the car when he was driving. It was a whole thing. We don't have time. We don't have time.
We don't have time for that. Any final thoughts about Mean Girls?
No, I got nothing.
It's good.
Well,
Watch it.
You
Watch
should
it.
watch
Lovely
it.
little time capsule.
It's on
I-
Paramount Plus. You should watch it.
And my final thought is, Gorny Rice, you're not very good. I'm sorry. You're just not good.
Oh, harsh but fair.
Renee Rapp, if you ever want to, please come on my podcast because I would love to because I'm a really big fan of your music and I love you too. And
She is really cool.
That other girl can fuck right off.
Yeah, no.
basically,
I sided with Regina George in this version.
but yeah. With that being said, please go watch Mean Girls. This will be out Wednesday.
They're currently watching this on Wednesday.
Yes.
That makes sense. Sense.
And with that being said, I am off, and I'm also very sorry about the chaos of which this was.
I don't think I made too many inappropriate jokes.
I mean,
It was 2004. It was a different time.
Then okay, so we're gonna just time travel back to present 2025. And with that being said, I am off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Sorry.